Hey guys, Zombie Girl here. I'm not reviewing anything. I'm showing you guys a couple of some artwork that I've done. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's get into what I got. This is basically a project I was working on, I think, 2 years ago. It's a mural. It took me, actually, this is a big piece, but it actually took me an hour to do this. I'll get in more into the details of it. This is a tagging that I did. I used to do graffiti art when I was young, like in high school. I used to graffiti on anything I see in sight. Paper, you stand still long enough, I graffiti on you. That's how bad I was. But it says, I saw the blood of Christ on their skins. And it has the girl saying it right there on the side. And this other girl, she's saying, I know why Jesus wept, motherfucker. And here's pygmy zombies holding crosses, and a house and a willow tree that's dead, and it's a road that they're coming up, a road path that they're coming up to. Where my head was when I did this piece, I was thinking the most sacred thing and the most dirtiest, grittiest thing I can think of. You see zombies holding crosses, something so sacred, but something so gritty and downright dirty that you wouldn't think that that's holding something so sacred. I mean, I was just thinking sacred and something that's not, I don't know. My head was somewhere very strange, but it was a piece that I was working on. I was just thinking good and bad. My mindset was bad and good and, light versus dark type of stuff, heaven and hell type stuff. But I wanted it to look comic booky. The color schemes is very, traditional white background with, I think this is like a silver. I did with a silver tagging marker with the blood as a nail polish. So I used all mediums possible. Mostly Sharpies, paint. This is out of paint. I painted this. But yeah, I'm very proud with this piece. It was something that I did for school a long time ago. I'm very proud of it. This next piece I did is more colorful. This is a sacred and profane, I forgot how to say the word, but it's also a sacred good and evil versus mural. It's mostly with marker, tagging marker, paint. It's like a collage type of mural. I just put together a lot of things. Things that I like, things that I don't like. It's a story behind this one, but actually this one took me more time. This one took me in all, I think like 5 hours, because I really wanted to get all the details down. Everything in this one is pretty much kind of bloody and a sea of eyeballs and, different variations of art pieces. Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack and Sally in the corner. My favorite part of this mural is the night sky with the moon and the clouds covering. I think that's my favorite part in this piece. I think I did the sky first and I just worked my way down with everything else. But this piece took me like about 4 to 5 hours to do, and every day I would work on it, like every single day. Like it took me like a couple of days, like 2 hours per time, and I would take a break and do it. But I totaled it up to 5 hours. It took 2 days, but 5 hours in total. So. But I kind of wanted to take my time on this one because I wanted it to be colorful but yet dark. That's why I did the background black, because I wanted the tree to pop more. The tree, more or less, is in all white, meaning that it's a sacred tree. And the bleeding girl is the bad part. The graveyard is a bad part. The sea of eyeballs is just a curious part of the piece. And in the center it's a little mini mural that my friend did. This piece in the middle is very sacred to me in a lot of ways because she was my best friend. Her name was Diana. I think you can see her name right here and right here. She died of a drug overdose. That's why I included her work along with mine. That's why you see this piece doesn't really match with my stuff. Let me back up so you guys can see. But her piece is in the center. I wanted her to be the focal point of my work. But she was a good friend of mine, and we went to high school together. We did everything together. She was a great artist as well. She was better than me. I think her work was really nice. My work is not as good as hers. I still think that to this day. you know, 6 years later, you know, I still think after her death, 6 years after her death, I still think I can't touch her stuff. But I'm very honored to have her work in the center of mine. She was a very good artist. She was a pencil ink drawer, so she did great work. But that's these two. And I'll move on to my zombie pinup line. This is more fashion illustrating type stuff. This is my first cover of my zombie pinup line that I did. It says my name right there. And the piece that I did. And this is the layout. This is more fashion, so I don't know if you guys like this stuff, but this is my zombie pinup line. It's a ready-to-wear type of look for girls, teenage girls that's in high school that likes punk stuff. So it's more of like a teenage girl target market. But I wanted the figures that I drew in this piece to look very dead but alive. So they're zombies, but they look really dressed up. But I like, this piece took me 3 months. The amount of detail in this, it was hell, because this is digital art. I did this on the computer. I used two forms of mediums. I used Illustrator and Photoshop to render these girls. I'm very proud of this piece. This is a part of my portfolio piece for my fashion. And here's the second layout. But again, my mind, I didn't want to do traditional fashion. That's not me. I like to do something very different, you know, something that's out of the box, something that no one's never seen, and I'm sure no one's never seen zombie girls as dressed up in pretty things, you know, and call it fashion. But I call this fashion. This is my sense. This is, in my messed up mind, this is the way I look at fashion. And here's the other layout of it. This is the flats to it. This is what they're wearing, more or less, in another form. And here is the raw images of them. Took this, as you guys can see, this is very tedious. It took forever to do. I had to sketch it first and digitize it and scan it. But I'm very proud of my zombie girls and how they came out. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I hope you guys liked my work. If you want to comment, ask any questions, just comment me, rate this video, subscribe if you like. Tell me if you like what you see, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.